We examined those extreme supporters of Donald Trump who believe he is helping them spread their message of white nationalism, even though he disavows them. We go to the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan and to the home of one of the Klan's most famous former Grand Wizards, David Duke, who happens to be running for Senate in Louisiana and says he's getting a boost from Donald Trump's rhetoric. Here's ABC's David Wright in our election countdown series, Inside the Final 30.
The people you're about to meet don't trust us.
Okay, we gotta
You guys are documenting everything?
Just try
You have to.
these days.
Not one bit. To set the scene, we're at the home of David Duke,
I'm not gonna trust this coming from a media man. I'm just joking.
former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, now a candidate for the U.S. Senate from Louisiana.
Here we have such a corrupt media in this country.
We came in right as he was finishing up his weekly radio show.
We actually have in the room right now the major network that's so
Sorry to
they kind of surprised us right now. They're doing a little filming.
Duke took it in stride.
So introduce yourselves. So I know
I'm
who you
David
are.
Wright with ABC News.
David
This
Wright.
is Victoria.
Victoria, the producer.
Nice to see you.
Katie, also from 99.
Katie, nice to meet you.
The whole time we're filming him for the next few hours,
So you guys record everything.
his supporters are filming us.
I'm kind of like Trump. I think the media, overall media, not every media. You might not be too
I'm a
bad.
nice guy.
You might really
We're
be
nice
bad.
people.
I don't know whether you're bad or good. We have a media that is absolutely at war with the white people of this country. It's
At
a
war with the white people of this country?
yes, sir. That's correct.
Hillary Clinton has been running ads focusing on Duke's support of Trump.
The reason a lot of Klan members like Donald Trump is because a lot of what he believes, we believe in.
Making that support a major campaign issue.
He is taking hate groups mainstream.
When Clinton used the phrase
The basket of deplorables.
to describe some Trump supporters,
The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic.
she was basically talking about David Duke.
Hillary Clinton uses the fact that you support Donald Trump against him. Does that bother you?
No, and it doesn't bother me, but what it shows is the ultimate hypocrisy.
Trump disavows you. Does that not bother you?
I reluctantly did so. He's fighting a different race than me. I don't judge him. I'm running my own race.
Duke has been at this for years.
The popularity of another extremist group, the Ku Klux Klan, seems to be growing.
Here he is on the ABC Evening News back in 1978.
The Grand Wizard here is David Duke, 27 years old, described as a Nazi sympathizer in college and a slick public relations man today.
We're not anti-black so much as we're pro-white. And there's 1,000 different organizations, it seems like, that are working for the interest of the blacks and other minorities. And we're simply an organization that's working for the interest and the ideals and the culture of the white people.
Duke has shed the Klan robes and closed the KKK store. Nowadays, he's a Republican.
Hi, this is David Duke. I'm sorry I missed you.
Duke has piggybacked his campaign on Trump's in robocalls like this one.
It's time to stand up and vote for Donald Trump for president and vote for me, David Duke, for the U.S. Senate.
Some of the new hats that people have been demanding.
He's selling hats
For Duke and Trump.
and other campaign merchandise, too.
Very popular shirt.
What do you like about his message?
His message is the message of middle America, saving our heritage in this country.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best.
Duke is a big fan of Trump's signature issue to build the border wall and stop the flow of illegal immigrants.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
I believe in making America great again. I go a bit farther than Trump.
You want to make America white again.
I'm not saying make America white again. I'm saying preserve the principles and the people who made America great in the first place.
Trump has struggled to distance himself.
David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow, okay?
Struggled in part because he seemed to disavow his disavowal.
Certainly, I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong.
That led to an unusual rebuke from the House Speaker himself.
This is the party of Lincoln. We believe all people are created equal in the eyes of God and our government.
The only people, the only race, the group that a candidate can't say positive things about are white people.
And yet, last time I checked, except for the current office holder, every single president we've had has been white. 90% of the Congress is white. 90% of the CEOs are white.
Because you're white doesn't mean you support the interests of white people. There's a lot of treason.
Treason?
Treason against your own heritage, your own values, your own children.
Racial treason, you're saying?
Well, you can call it whatever you want. The immigration issue, to me, is the most vital issue. Because if the massive immigration continues, the majority of the American people are going to become outnumbered.
The white people are going to be outnumbered.
Yes, that's right. We're going to be outnumbered, and we're going to be outvoted in our own country.
And he's not alone.
All right, so we're off to Pulaski in eastern Tennessee.
A town with a dubious claim to fame.
This is actually an historic marker talking about how the Klan was founded here in Pulaski in 1865 in what used to be a barber shop. Not the town's proudest accomplishment. So about 25 years ago, they turned the plaque around, and now all you see is the backside.
Right there outside the courthouse, there's a collection of flags.
Well, the old Irish flag, Spanish flag, I believe. Don't Tread on Me flags came out of the American Revolution. Scotland, St. Andrew's Cross.
An annual event here in Pulaski.
So this is the European American Heritage
Festival.
And by European American, you mean what?
White people.
So this is your newspaper?
Yeah.
Thomas Robb was Duke's successor as leader of the Knights Party of the KKK. He's supporting Trump, too.
This is our table here of various things that they brought.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Somebody's got a sense of humor.
It's popular Christmas time. Donald Trump does express a lot of viewpoints that we've been talking about for many years.
Such as?
Such as the immigration, building the wall. 2 examples. Majority of white people are supporting Donald Trump.
I know plenty of white people who aren't.
Well, sure, there's plenty of white people that aren't.
You see that as betraying their race?
Yes.
The Heritage Festival is sparsely attended, to put it mildly. Most of the people here are Rob's own family.
And this is the next generation here?
Yeah, those are kids. Having fun.
White bride, worldwide from
His granddaughter's there to provide the music.
To fight for righteousness, lest our people die.
The rest of the town, 1/4 of which is African American, pretty much ignores the Heritage Festival.
They do this every year. It's kind of embarrassing.
No, it ain't like it was 30 years ago.
Some of them, like Lisa Stubblefield, are Trump supporters.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Yeah, because we need something different.
Others, not so much.
What do you think about Donald Trump? No?
He is crazy. That joker is nut as a fruitcake.
What about Hillary Clinton?
She got my vote. Yep. Not Trump, Lord, no.
None of that seems to matter to the folks on the other side of the courthouse.
This is a race war. A war between Americans and aliens who live among us.
When should they have stopped immigration? When the Irish came or when the Jews fled the pogroms? When do you think?
I think the immigration policy.
Talk about the festival.
Rob's daughter, Rachel Pendergraft, interrupts us at that point.
But when should they have stopped immigration? Just answer that question.
No, I think she's right. I think we need to change direction on that.
You're not comfortable with that question?
It's not having to do with being comfortable. I think it's time to move on. And if you're not comfortable moving on, and you don't want to.
Well, you didn't answer my question.
No, here's the deal.
I don't understand why you're getting hostile. I'm just asking questions.
We're for white people, and we want illegal immigration stopped. That's basically it.
The Robs are convinced Trump is bringing them into the mainstream.
He is helping to legitimize our message. Ready?
Okay.
And yet, the day ends with a forlorn little parade. Almost as many police as protesters.
These folks would be here with or without Donald Trump, and next year they'll be back, whether he wins or loses. And Hillary Clinton may say that he's taken their message mainstream, but here in this town, the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan, it still sort of seems like they're the fringe. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Pulaski, Tennessee.